Okay, dear students, here is lesson 4. We're going to be talking about HSE, Health, Safety, and Environment. The name of the lesson is Safety First. Now let's take a look at the aim of this lesson. First, we're going to identify parts of the body and identify different types of injury. We're going to identify and explain the use of personal protective equipment. The same pieces of equipment we have seen in Lesson 1, Lesson 5, and Lesson 10 of Module 1 of the Oil and Gas Industry English course. Now this is called PPE. In Portuguese we say EPI, Equipamento de Proteção Individual. Now also in this lesson we're going to identify the hazards, okay? For every, let's say, operation in the oil industry, we have a hazard that we have to evaluate. Okay, this hazard could be electricity, for example. Okay, you might have a shock in the electrical room, so that's a hazard, okay, which must be identified. And also in this lesson we're going to talk about the stop card procedure. Okay, stop cards, or they might have different names, okay, but in a nutshell, a stop card is a card that you use to identify potential risks and behaviors, okay, in your workplace. Okay, stop cards are mainly used throughout the industry, and they aim at make people aware of safety aspects. Okay, people must be aware that they have to follow safety procedures. They have to do everything that's right, okay, to keep the work site safe. So the stop card procedure is part of this lesson as well. Okay, now we're going to skip to the next slide, okay, which will cover the main grammar focus for this lesson. Okay, let's take a look at the example below. If the students are sent to the diving school, they will have the chance to become highly paid commercial divers. Now this is very interesting because sometimes we forget about this little simple rule and we end up making grammar mistakes. Okay, we have here the basic form of a simple conditional sentence. Okay, so we have the if clause right here, and then we have to use the simple present plus the simple future, will. Okay, so the simple form of the verb comes after that. An example here: if you don't go now, you will, and then we have here the simple form of the verb, miss the transportation. Okay, so you don't say, for example, if you didn't go, you will. Didn't is actually the simple past. So we have to use the basic form of a simple conditional sentence. Okay, so simple present, okay, is not the simple past. So another example would be, if you go to the plant now, you'll see lots of safety barriers. Okay, so if you go to the plant now, if you go, that's the simple present, you will see, okay, lots of barriers, safety barriers in the work site. Okay, you will see, that's the simple form of the future. Okay, so if you have the money, okay, you will buy something for me. Okay, so let's keep that in mind for the rest of the lesson. Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you during the next video and tutorial. Thank you.